Hey everyone, and welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today we need to again talk about some changes that were made to the RC Bandito and RC Tank mechanics. Now, I made a video around a week or so ago explaining some changes that they made to the RC mechanics in order to patch a God mode glitch. Well, there was actually a workaround to that God mode glitch that had you basically doing the exact same steps as the first one, except you blow up the RC Bandito instead of just getting out. So really the initial patch didn't patch the God mode glitch. Fast forward a few days after that, and we got another background script update, and they changed the RC mechanics again to what we have now. And the way they work now is actually significantly different than how these vehicles worked when they were first released. I'm sure you guys have noticed this by now, but if your RC tank or Bandito gets blown up after that recent patch, it now always counts as a kill for the other player. Every single time. And to tell you the truth, I really don't mind this change. I think it deters people from using the playstyle of just spamming the RC Bandito and tank back to back without ever having to worry about dying. Because before, if your Bandito or tank got blown up, you just spawned just fine where you called it in at. As you guys know, one of the main reasons I love the RC Bandito and tank was to block the orbital cannon shots. And since getting blown up in those vehicles now counts as a kill, well, that doesn't work anymore. But, you know me, I figure things out. And guess what? Yes, it does still work, because there are still a couple of ways to have the RC car wreck not count as a kill. The first way is to just pause the game before it blows up. The wreckage will sit there until you unpause the game, and after doing so, you will spawn right where you blew up at. This is another change that they made to the RC mechanics, so if you blow up the RC Bandito now, even remotely using the bombs on the car itself, you will spawn right where you blew it up at, so you just have to keep that in mind. If you get blown up by another player and use this pause trick, you will spawn right next to them, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Because let's pretend I'm the one who blew up your RC Bandito. Either I'm going to get the kill on you, or if I don't see that the kill came up, I know exactly where you're going to spawn in, so either way I'm going to have the advantage in that situation. The other way to block orbital cannon shots with the RC cars after the changes is to just hold down on the D-pad, and if your RC car gets blown up while you're holding it down, it will not count as a kill. And then you can just let go and it will do the same thing that happens with the pause trick. You'll spawn right next to where it was blown up at. I'm sure there will be people that say, oh, you know, that's really cheap. You can just drive up to someone and do this when you're about to die and then surprise attack them when they spawn in right next to the person. And I don't really think that's going to happen because the person will already be aware of the RC Bandito if they blew it up, so they have the advantage already for when they spawn in. And for blocking orbital cannons, you used to be able to just call in the Bandito and then forget about it. Now it actually takes even more of a prediction because you have to either pause the game or hold down the D-pad at the right time to block the shot. It also just makes using the RC vehicles more of a risk now since there's actually a chance you're going to get killed if you are too aggressive with them. I should also mention that pressing the Y button, or triangle if you're on PS4, to exit the vehicle just before you get blown up does not work either, so you cannot use that as a way to avoid dying. If you want this to work, you would have to exit it when the vehicle health is low, but not right before you die. You're going to have to gauge that yourself. Exiting the vehicle by pressing Y or triangle is also the only way to spawn back at the spot you called it in at now. And this is also another very good change, because what would happen before is people would just call in RC Banditos and RC Tanks and then drive like really far away, and then eventually when you'd blow the RC Bandito up, they'd spawn all the way back there, so if you wanted to go get revenge on them, you couldn't do that. But now you can, because they spawn really close after they blow it up. But that is going to be all for this video. I just wanted to give you guys the new information, and more importantly, the new orb counter strats for the RC vehicles. Let me know what you guys think about these changes in the comments down below. For me, if it means that the God mode glitches are gone, I don't mind the changes to the way they work. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.